Welcome back. We are talking art and creativity. We are talking our shared heritage from the great state of Iowa. And of course, we are talking about what's happening in 2016 and into the future with Sundance artist in residence, Linda Tay'nahza. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Before we go any further, I want to talk about this piece, and as we discussed, my heritage as a Clinton, Iowa River King means that I love the red and black and the contrast and the synergy between those two colors. Talk a little bit about this piece, if you would.
The Star Bear is a reflection of the Great Bear in the Sky, the Big Dipper. So it's sort of just a homage to the Big Dipper, which ancient people all over the world, well, mostly North America and Northern Europe, had their fall celebrations celebrating the Big Bear in the Sky, the Big Dipper. So that's where the inspiration comes from. And the black and red is also traditional Navajo color, which I spent a long time on the Navajo reservation. So that black and red comes through for me in that way. It's a strong color combo.
It is a very strong color combo, and I especially like this particular hue of red, which I want to use as a lead-in because you told me something during the commercial break that I think is a really interesting factoid and learning for me, but I think also for our audience. Talk about color and monotyping because it's a competitive advantage, as it were.
Yeah, well, the monotype has the capacity for high color saturation, and when you're hand printing, the color actually fuses with the paper. So you're getting reflection that goes in and comes back out. Where most things that you look at bounce off the top, the color with the monotype comes through, this rich color comes through, actually coming back through the paper pulp. The other thing about the monotype that is interesting is that all of the technology that we have, this is the first printing process except for hand on wall for ancient people. But the monotype is the beginning of all kinds of image reproduction. So now, even you're filming right now, it's a lot of rapidly reproduced images. But this, one image at a time, is the beginning of TV, film, what else? Photography.
Sure, all visual
all
arts.
of those things. Yep, this is the beginning. So,
talk a little bit about Sundance and about what you're up to these days.
Well, I'm back at Sundance for a few days. I'm kind of bouncing back and forth between Utah and Minnesota with my family in Minnesota. And it is gorgeous down there right now. So happy to be back in Utah. Love Utah. And Sundance right now is as close to perfection as you can get. Today was just a gorgeous day. And you know, nothing's ever perfect, as my granddaughter says, but today at Sundance was absolutely gorgeous. So got a little hiking in this morning.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah. And
it feels to me like, we were discussing this with some of the guys in the band before the show, that in some ways the growth of Park City almost is developing Sundance as an even more special place than it's always been, and yet there's something about its a relative, well, it's up the hill a little ways, it's not on the way anywhere, and that special feeling abides in the valley there.
Well, it's a huge preserve. You know, Redford put it in trust probably almost 20 years ago, and so I always said it's underdeveloped in a good way.
In a good way.
You know, and of course the rustic theme is pretty strong there, prominent. And it's just peaceful, meditative. And really, you know, that canyon is just something special. I call it enchanted. I really do. So many hikes, you know, hiking every day for years and years, just love it.
Absolutely. So I guess we should do the business end of things and talk about your social media presence, where you are across the world of the internet, and how folks can find out more about you, about your career, and of course, about the art that is your commerce.
Well, I just actually hooked up on Instagram, which I find amazing. We connected that way.
Yes, we did.
And I had a couple other things pop up that way. It really is amazing. You're just in touch with artists all over the world, you know, museums, all kinds of people. And on Facebook, of course. And
spell for for folks your name because it is an interesting and fascinating name, but one that would maybe be misspelled in a few cases.
It could be. Tay'nahza is corrupted Navajo, and it's the one with the light hair, and it's Tay'nahza.
And I gotta take credit for making the mistake because I'm looking at the title that is on the screen right now, and I put the H after the Z, not before the Z. So I'm including myself in the world of misspellers, but Nayhza.
Tay'nahza.
Very good.
Yep.
Linda, it's so nice to see you. Thank you for making the drive from your beautiful home in the Sundance Canyon. Great to see you. Best wishes for continued success with art. And let's do this again soon, shall we?
Thank you.
Awesome. Great to see you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Linda Tay'nahza, let's take a break. We got to do some weather. We got lots more music from Van Lady Love, and the former mayor, Dana Williams, is going to be here. He is ready and excited for a little bit of protesting on Wednesday. We'll talk all about that. Please stay tuned. We'll be right back.